In today's session, I'm going to talk with you about bundling. I have been reading a lot of comments about bundling and about what it is and how it works and can it be profitable and is it not, and what about sending items in to get unbundled and all of those sorts of things. So I want to just talk with you for a few minutes about bundling and see if I can share with you some of the secrets to creating bundles and using bundles effectively for your Amazon business as you're growing it. First of all, what is a bundle? Let's define it. A bundle is the process of combining two or more items together in a package and then listing it as one unique item on Amazon. Now, bundles by nature could be items that are similar or items that are the same. For example, we could list items like shampoo and have a 2-pack or a 3-pack of shampoo as a listing. We could have items that are similar and have a shampoo and a conditioner, or a shampoo, a conditioner, and a body wash, all of which would be considered bundles. Let's look at a baking bundle, right? A baking bundle, a whisk, a measuring cup, a cookie cutter, that could all be a bundle. But if I was selling baking powder or flour, I could bundle 2 or 3 of those together as one unit. So if we can understand what the concept of bundling is, then we realize there could be a potential opportunity for multiple reasons. Number one, the opportunity for you to have competitors goes way down. So when you create your own bundle, remember that no one else can attach themselves to that listing because you've created that listing unless they have access to the same items as you do. For example, let's just say we are selling a particular candle. Let's say we're getting that candle from Bath and Body Works. And so you pick the mahogany teakwood candle, which anyone can buy from Bath and Body Works. If you create a 2-pack of that, 2 candles in one box, well, then anyone else who has access to those candles can list themselves on your listing. If your items are unique in the sense that there are things in that bundle that no one else can have or get to be able to combine, then those items are unique to you. In addition, items that are bundled have a perceived value. Now, not always are 2 items that are put together priced less than 1. Sometimes the price of 2 is higher than the price of just 1, and that comes down to the weight of the item and the shipping. But where shipping costs really get exciting for bundles is, let's say you were putting together 2 items that weighed 4 ounces each. Well, a 4-ounce bundle and a 4-ounce bundle combined, of course, is 8 ounces. Well, the shipping to a customer, whether you do it or Amazon does it, for 8 ounces is virtually identical to that of 4 ounces. So you could charge more and you can actually make significantly more. In fact, even if you wanted to charge a little bit less for the bundle, you're still going to be a lot more profitable than if you sold those items single-mindedly. Another thing that people like to do with bundles is to put together items that may or may not be selling very well. So let's say you find an item from your BOLO deals or any other source of product sourcing that you're doing, and the margin is really good, but you have an item that is not selling very well. So maybe it's only selling 1 unit a month, maybe it's in the red, it's not selling at all, but the profit is fantastic. And then you find another product that is similar in nature or can be bundled together, and you find that that product is selling really well. However, the profitability is almost non-existent. Well, if the 2 items work together in harmony, then you can price them accordingly, and you can lead with the one that people want to buy that is selling really well. And then from there, you end up having the better selling product without the profit, combined with the less selling product with the profit, but overall being profitable in the process. Now, one of the biggest questions I get asked is, what is the difference between bundling and unbundling? Bundling is the act of taking items and putting them together and treating it as one unit. So, for example, if I was to buy a shampoo and I was to put them together, a shampoo and a shampoo, those are packaged separately for sale separately. I'm taking those two items, I'm putting them in the same package, and that's called bundling. Unbundling would be if I purchased a package pre-done with two shampoos in it, opened up the packaging, and then sold them separately. Let's say I bought 6 shampoos bundled together. From Costco, I bought 6 shampoos bundled together from a site like, from conditioners from Costco as well, and wanted to sell them together. Now, again, this gets a little confusing because where it becomes okay is if the items remain in their retail packaging. So let's just say for a moment that I bought 6 of something, 6 of the same item, and that item came in the retail packaging in a box. So 6 in a box, all of the same item. Opening that box and selling them separately or selling them as a bundle, that's not an unbundle. If you take a shampoo and a conditioner and you put it together and they remain in their original packaging, that's not an unbundle either. An unbundle would be something like buying a pack of batteries. Well, we know that there's 12 batteries in the little bubble wrap container thing from Duracell. But if we were to open that up and then attempt to sell it separately, those individual units are not in their original packaging. So if you're trying to understand and come up with a rule of this process, think about the original packaging that it comes in. Now, when you buy from a wholesaler, as one example, those items come in packages where they are bulk packaged, but they're not bundled. They're just individual units in a box. That's fine. I'm talking about opening up a package. I'll give you a real visual example. When you buy toilet paper, it comes in a roll of 12 or 18 or however many rolls of toilet paper come in the package you're buying. So just visualize that toilet paper right now. Everybody got it? Don't visualize what to do with it. Just visualize the toilet paper. You're going to open up that packaging. Now you've got 12 individual rolls of toilet paper. You can't then sell those in a bundle of 2. It must be in its original packaging in order for you to bundle those things together. Think about it in a different way. Bundle is, let's say, a together of 2 items. When we open up those items and we separate them, will they have their original UPC code on the items? So for example, if I opened up that pack of batteries that I was referring to, each battery doesn't have a UPC code on it, so clearly that's not a good thing. But if you had something that you opened up and it had the what's the best way to say it? The UPC code on it, then you can put those things together. So I would say to you, you want to use your judgment, but at least if you use this as a base core philosophy, then you understand the process. Now, how do we create successful bundles? Well, obviously, we want to pick products where at least one of them has good sales through. If you're picking 2 items and neither of them are selling and you're putting them together, hope to sell them, it's probably not going to happen. You also should list your bundle on Amazon prior to putting the bundles together, because there's a possibility you won't be able to sell it. Now, this really gets into a whole other category of you listing items that aren't on Amazon. You're going to need pictures, you're going to need UPC codes, you're going to need a lot of different things that are beyond the scope of what we're going to talk about here. If you've participated in Internet Mastery Underground number 3, then you'll know exactly what you need to do in those situations. But just understand that there's a lot of time and effort and work into not just creating the bundle, but then creating the listing, the title, the keywords, and all of the things associated with that. I think when you're looking for bundles itself, what you really want to be looking at is opportunities that already exist. So a great place to find potential opportunities for bundling is Bolo AI and Bolo Deals. Now, when you're looking through, we call this reverse engineering, but I'll give you a very specific example. When you're looking through the Bolo Deals and you find one that might be restricted, you find one that might not be as profitable as you'd like it to be, or maybe it's not selling as fast as you'd like it to be, You have the ability then to click on the link on Amazon or the link to Amazon and look on Amazon and see if there are any other listings with that item associated in it already bundled. See, there's a lot of people already that are a lot smarter than we are. They've figured out what should and could be bundled, and they've already listed the items. In fact, on Amazon itself, there's an area where you can see what other things people are buying. Amazon shows you when people buy this, they also buy this. That could be a recommended bundle. So if Amazon says people who buy this candle also buy this candle, well, guess what? If we can get the other candle, maybe we can create a virtual bundle or some other bundle that might already be on Amazon. A lot of the data is already there. You just have to know exactly what it is that you are looking for. What I would say to you is that creating bundles is an art form. It takes a lot of time and a lot of work. Sometimes bundles are easier. I will say, sometimes bundles are easier to get your listing approved or to get listed on an item than it is on an individual unit. And the reason for that is that a lot of time, the ASIN or the listing is what is restricted, not the item itself. A lot of people aren't aware of that. So what happens is if you list an item that is restricted and you can't sell it, let's say it's for one item, you can then look at the bundle of two of either the same or similar items and find that those items are not restricted. So this is where that trial and error comes into play and really understanding and mastering this process.